الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My dear sweet Islam brothers, let's recite Durud and Salam upon the beloved and blessed Prophet Sallallahu Ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. As-salatu was-salamu alayki ya Rasulullah وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله. Excellence of reciting Durud and Salam when a believing Muslim with true love, he sends 3 times through the park in the morning and 3 times in the evening. Insha'Allah ta'ala, Allah Azza wa Jalla will forgive the minor sins he committed that day. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. In the book Call to Righteousness on page 195, Greatest Pillar of Islam is the title. Hajatul Islam Sayyidina Imam Abu Hamid Muhammad bin Muhammad Ghazali Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi has stated, advising people to do good deeds and preventing them from bad deeds is the greatest pillar of Islam. That is related to every aspect of Islamic religion. Allah Azza wa Jal sent all Anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam in the world for the very same essential purpose. And this is mentioned in Ihya al-Ulum, volume 2, page 377. Dear Islamic brothers, on the day of judgment, people will be extremely horrified. There will be no shade other than the divine Arsh in the plains of resurrection. Allah Azza wa Jal will grant the shade of His Arsh and entry into paradise to His obedience and distinguished bondsmen, including the Islamic brothers and sisters conveying the call to righteousness and preventing evils. As is obvious from the following narrated, saying Allah Azza wa Jal sent revelation to Sayyidina Musa ala nabiyina wa alayhi salatu wassalam, one who commanded goodness and prevented evil and called people towards obedience to me would be in the shade of the Arsh. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Dear Islamic brothers and viewers, one truly realizes the importance of the shade of Arsh on the Day of Judgment when the sun only 1.25 miles away will be shining with intensely great heat. Tongues will be sticking out of their mouths and people will be falling in their own sweats. Having enthusiasm for the shade of Arsh, imagine that you are walking barefooted in the empty desert in the intense heat of the summer season and find a shelter or shade. How happy you will be at that time can be realized easily just by imagining. Remember that the heat of the sun in the world is nothing compared to the intense heat of the Day of Judgment. Therefore, in order to be blessed with the shade of the Arsh by Allah Azza wa Jal on the Day of Judgment, make an effort today while living in the world, whilst you're alive, for promoting and popularizing the call to righteousness with eagerness and energy, and continue to beseech Allah Azza wa Jal for it. Now there's a couplet and its translation is, explanation of this couplet here. Number 1, O my Creator, bless us, the devotee of Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with the cool breeze of the mercy of your beloved and blessed Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. On the Day of Judgment, when people's bodies will be burning with scorching heat of the plains of resurrection. And number 2, oh my pure Creator, when extremely dry tongues hanging out of mouths due to intensity of unbearable thirst in the horrific heat of the Day of Judgment. Bless us with the companionship of our great of our generous and benevolent Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is the owner of Kawthar and Jannah. If only we thirsty ones are blessed with overflowing goblets of Kawthar from the gentle hands of the owner of Kawthar. And number three, O merciful Creator, in the extremely hot field of resurrection, when the blazing sun would be shining with intense heat and brains of people will be boiling, bless us with the shade of the glorious flag of our sovereign sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whose shadow will not fall over the ground in the world. And this is mentioned in Hadaiki Bakshish. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My dear Islam brothers, as you know, today is the silsila of Madri Muzakara. Round about Maghrib time, inshallah, straight after Maghrib, we will watch as a congregation with the intention of seeking Islamic knowledge and inshallah benefiting from our Shaykh Amir Ahl Sunnat Damad Barakatuh Mu'aliya. If you're unable to come, and if you're at work or you're a taxi driver or you have other types of duties to do, then do tune in on your mobile phone device. The app is available. It's called Madani Channel. Inshallah, you can watch it live on your mobile phone device. And if you're at home with the family, tune in at home. Inshallah, get your family members to watch it as well. And inshallah, this will create a Madri environment in your home. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyid al-mursaleen. قلت حيلتي أنت وسيلتي أدركني يا رسول الله. Oh Allah Azza wa Jal, accept our Salat al-Zuhr. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, short dars has been delivered. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give us true amal and give us the ability to prepare for the akhirah by doing good deeds, by stopping evil with our hands. And if we can't stop it with our hands, at least to speak against it, but at least to have, Ya Allah, hatred towards it and to make dua in our hearts. That's the third category. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, make us amongst the pious. Give us ability to spread Islam by either preaching, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, by inviting towards goodness, towards the masjid. Fill our masjids with worshippers, Ya Allah. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, we seem to be scared when we're doing Ilaqai Dora, by doing invitation. We might think that person might do something to us. Ya Allah, give us the ability and the strength to deliver the message of Islam. Take away the fear in our hearts and only grant your fear, Ya Allah. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give us ability for those who are sick and unwell, Ya Allah, to visit the sick and to make dua for them. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, many children are falling sick as well. Grant them shifa for the sake of Karbala. Bless our Muslim brothers and sisters around the globe who are suffering from oppression. Remove the oppression, Ya Allah, and protect us from the enemies of Islam. Protect all our masajids, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, our madaris, our students. Excel them in deen and dunya and give them a bright future, Ya Allah, in Islam. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, those who have departed from this world, our mothers, our fathers, grant them a high place in Jannah. Ya Allah, relieve them from any torment in the grave. Ya Allah, grant them Jannatul Firdaus. Sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamun ala al-mursaleen. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.